Hello and welcome to another episode of Dine In. Today I'm making buttermilk fried chicken fillets. These crispy cutlets of boneless chicken breasts offer a ton of versatility. They're tender and juicy, which make them great for sandwiches. You can also serve them with biscuits and gravy, or just a handful of crispy fries. So firstly, we need to even out these pieces with a mallet. To avoid redecorating your ceiling with chicken bits, I recommend laying the fillets between 2 sheets of plastic wrap on a cutting board. And using the flat side of the mallet, release just enough of your frustration until the chunky end is about the same thickness as the thin pointy end. Doing this creates several benefits. 1. It tenderizes the fillets. 2. It reduces the cooking time and ensures even doneness. And 3. By spreading it out, we've increased the cooking surface area, which means a crunchier finish. Once that's done, lay them out in a bowl for seasoning. Depending on the genre you're aiming for, you can tailor the spices appropriately. For this, I'm adding liberal amounts of salt, pepper, sweet smoked paprika, red chili flakes, dried oregano, and about 2 cloves of fresh garlic. Mix it together thoroughly. The bright red in paprika is always useful for letting you know if the seasoning is dispersed evenly. Next, mix in about a half a cup of buttermilk. You can use your hands if you'd like. Mine just came out of the fridge and it was entirely too cold for comfort, so I recruited my trusty spoon. The lactic acid in buttermilk does 2 main things. It creates a subtle creamy sourness and also breaks down the proteins, which tenderizes the meat. A couple hours marinating in the fridge really kicks this up a notch. Once you're ready, start heating a pot of vegetable oil to anywhere between 300 and 350 degrees, and in the meantime, begin assembling the dredge. There are loads of different ways you can do this, with breadcrumbs and tempura, but I chose to keep things simple with just plain all-purpose flour. It's a good idea to always season the dredge a bit though. To ensure there are no competing flavors, I'm sticking to the same mix as before, just in smaller quantities. Okay, so for coating the chicken, I'm using the wet hand, dry hand technique. That means my left hand goes in the wet bowl and my right hand tosses the flour over the fillet. That just basically avoids flour from clumping up all over my fingers while I'm coating several pieces of chicken. Place the pieces in the oil away from you and fry for about 5 minutes. Flip once when the underside looks fairly brown. Try not to overcrowd the pot. Working in smaller batches will reduce the temperature dip of the oil as well as keep things from sticking together as they fry. When you're happy with the color, transfer to a cooling rack. Paper towels on a plate will make the breading soggy. An elevated rack like this will help preserve the texture of the crust. And there we have it. Golden brown, crispy, crunchy chicken fillets. I suppose I could try to convince you that these are going to be chopped up and sprinkled over a healthy salad, but nobody's buying that. So until the next time, have a good night and keep safe.